This right here is no ordinary ring. It's actually one of the smartest rings on the planet, also known as the Motiv Ring. Now, one thing you'll notice is this flashing green blinking light. That light there, my friends, is a heart rate monitor. That's right, it can measure your heart rate. Now, it also works by the beauty of a curved microchip that goes throughout the ring, as well as a battery that finishes it throughout the other side. It also has Bluetooth capability, as well as a pedometer built into it, so it can measure your distance that you're walking, as well as the steps as well. So it's actually kind of interesting design. Now, it also has an LED on the front to give you an activity monitor, meaning it'll go ahead and notify you on your smartwatch or your phone in terms of heart rate or different activity stresses, which is actually kind of cool. Now, the only downside is it does cost about $200, which is quite high in the modern day's market. But for something this technologically advanced, I'd say it's priced just about right. Now, in this episode here, we'll be unboxing it, trying it out, and kind of seeing what it's all about in terms of the app. So, if you wanted your very own, be sure to check out Motiv's link down below in the description. Now, the following video is sponsored by MyWiFi.tv, the best live TV application available for Android, OS X, iOS, and Windows. Check out their website now by clicking the link down below. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So this here is our box. Now on the back here it talks about in terms of the specs, in terms of what it can do. So you can go ahead and measure your sleep, your activity, the amount of steps, distance, calories, even talk about biometric identity, so you can go ahead and use it to unlock devices or locks, and even has a Find My Phone feature, which is kind of amazing. So it does have a waterproof capability going up to 165 feet. I really doubt you'll go that far, but hey, that's kind of cool. And then it is made out of a lightweight titanium, so it's actually a very nice strong metal. It's got a battery life of 3 days, which is pretty much a lot. And then it does charge in about 90 minutes, which isn't really that much at all. And lastly, it works via Bluetooth. Anyways, let's go ahead and open this thing up next and see what's on the inside. All right, so you get this nice looking case. Almost looks like a jewelry box. It says Motiv right over there. And this will go ahead and open up just like that. And whoa, voila, there is our ring. And I have to say, first impressions, it's actually very, very light. I can feel that it's very strong as well. You do see that there's a set, look at that, it's blinking on the inside. So this will go ahead and measure your heart rate. And you do have a little tiny LED right here on the top. But before we wear it, let's go ahead and put it aside for now. And see what else is inside here. So this will go ahead and lift up. So we have ourselves, this is a little tiny USB, and then you take your ring and it's actually magnetic. So this will go ahead and snap into place, just like that. And as it plugged into the wall, it'll go ahead and charge. And then lastly, we have ourselves a little instruction guide or a quick start guide. So this says, yes, plug it into a computer and update it and download the app. And you know, they do give you a size me kit at no charge. So you'll get this little kit here that will allow you to go ahead and measure your ring size. And then they'll go ahead and send it based off of that. Now, the way you turn it on is simply, you just twist it just like this, and you'll see that there is a blinking light. So this is a status indicator, meaning it's connecting. Once it does connect, it'll go ahead and start measuring your heart rate, your steps, your calories, and all that fun jazz. The only complaint I do have is it is kind of bulky around the edges, but again, you know, it has a battery in it. It has a Bluetooth chip, and among other features, which is kind of insane to think that that's in there. So looks pretty nice. Now let's go ahead and boot up the app next and see what this thing looks like. So this here's our app. Now this is like the main hub. Obviously you can go ahead and connect it via Bluetooth to your phone, also to your smart device. Now it gives you a full layout exactly what's going on. So today I walked 6,586 steps. My last heart rate was 89 beats per minute. The amount of calories I burned off today was 1,700, and I walked off 3 miles. Now it shows, you know, exactly an average, and then you get these little bookmarks on the bottom here as you progress and like achievements, and it kind of gives you like step by step more in terms of fitness kind of aspect goes. Now you can also look it up to your watch as well. So this here is the Samsung watch. So if I go ahead and toggle to the right, you'll see right here I got a notification. This says last heart rate was 127 1 hour 13 minutes ago. So last time it was connected while I was at work, it notified me on my watch, hey, your BPM is this, FYI. So kind of nice. Now, if you click on week here, I'll talk to you more about how your week went. You can go ahead and like switch between the weeks in terms of activities go, and kind of get an idea of exactly how you've been doing for the past couple of months, etc. Now, on top of that, if I click on this right over here, I can click on this plus. So this here is more of our activity level. So I can go ahead and scroll through here. It shows as I was wearing it how my heart rate changed. So at this point over here, you can see I was excited. It was a little stressful at work. And then you continue moving back, you can see how it kind of like channels throughout. And then even with the walking and how much I was walking at one point, etc. And you can just go ahead and scroll through it and see how your time was throughout the day. So that's kind of nice. Now, besides that, you can go to Circle. Circle allows you to go ahead and connect with your friends, allowing you to go ahead and share your information and make it almost like a competition, which is really nice. So in terms of settings, you can see your profile, you can see your ring, you can see the charge and how much health it has, etc., as well as updating it too. So it's kind of nice, and the fact that they keep expanding it, like for instance on the top right here is a shield, talks about how you can go ahead and add a two-step authenticator and add a layer of security to your devices using the ring, and that's more or less coming in the future. So the fact that they constantly keep updating this does showcase that there is a lot of potential with this device, and literally it's a really cool looking ring. And there you have it. You know, overall I have to say the Motiv is actually a very unique design in terms of the whole smart atmosphere goes. You know, you don't really see smart rings, especially to this potential just yet. So it's definitely a very head of its class. Now, I really enjoyed the fact that they included so many different features, so you can measure, you know, your cardio, your activity, your pulse, stuff like that, which is very interesting design. And especially in something so small and so simple. Now, the fact that this ring has a battery in it and it has a Bluetooth chip among a different reader for sensors to go ahead and measure your pulse, even an LED, it's kind of crazy that they're able to fit all that technology in something so small. Now, again, it does cost $200, which is kind of a lot of money in modern day times, but you know, you are paying exactly what you're getting. It's a high quality ring that's smart and has a lot of different features in a small size. Now, if you guys had any questions at all, feel free to comment down below. Otherwise, thank you again for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Take care now. Bye-bye.